What if I told you that the effort you gave years ago is still shaping your decisions today? What if nothing you've ever done to grow was ever wasted? Even the parts you thought you failed at. Because the truth is, you are not starting over. You are continuing. And today, Krishna reveals something that completely changes how we see growth. Welcome back to Beyond the Battlefield. In last episode, Arjuna stood with an important question. What if I can't sustain this? What if I fall back? What if I lose both the outer success and the inner path?
He doesn't correct him first. He reassures him first. Krishna says,
O Parth, one who engages on the spiritual path does not meet with destruction either in this world or the world to come. My dear friend, one who strives for God realization is never overcome by evil.
what Krishna means here is, one who walks this path is never destroyed, not here, not anywhere. And one who moves toward the good never falls into ruin.
Never destroyed. That's a very strong assurance.
Because Arjuna's fear is not small. He thinks, if I leave the action, I may lose the world. If I fail in yoga, I may lose the path. So what remains? Nothing.
That's exactly how leaders feel today. If I slow down, I'll fall behind. If I push forward blindly, I'll burn out. So where do I stand?
And Krishna answers, you don't stand on outcomes. You stand on intent. He uses a very important word, Kalyankrit. It does not mean perfect person. It does not mean enlightened person. It simply means one who is moving toward the right direction. So even if the journey is incomplete, it is not wasted. This is one of the most liberating ideas in the Gita, because in the world, effort can fail, projects can collapse, decisions can backfire. But in inner growth, no effort is ever lost. Think about it. A leader decides, I will respond, not react. And then, in the next meeting, they lose control. What do they feel?
Failure, guilt, maybe even self-doubt.
Exactly, but Krishna is saying that moment of awareness, that intention to respond, has already changed something inside you.
So the path is cumulative.
Yes, nothing is erased. Every sincere effort becomes part of your inner structure. It waits, it matures, and it returns as strength.
That's comforting.
It is more than comforting. It removes the biggest barrier, fear of starting. Because most people don't begin, not because they are incapable, but because they are afraid of not being able to continue. And Krishna is saying, begin anyway. Even a broken step counts, even an incomplete effort stays.
That's a very different definition of success.
Yes, success is not finishing the path. Success is walking the path.
And knowing that every step is held. So today, if you've ever started something within, trying to be more aware, trying to lead better, trying to understand yourself, and then felt like you failed, but you didn't fail. you progressed. And that is a very different truth. But then, a deeper question arises. What happens to that unfinished journey? Where does that effort go if it's never completed?
And that is exactly where Krishna takes Arjuna next, into one of the most fascinating ideas about continuity beyond this life.
But if that's true, then where does that effort go? Where does that unfinished discipline, that broken consistency, that attempt to become better actually go?
The unsuccessful yogis, upon death, go to the abodes of the virtuous. After dwelling there for many ages, they are again reborn in the earth plane, into a family of pious and prosperous people.
The one who slips from the path is not lost. They are placed in a life where they can begin again.
Placed. That word changes everything.
Yes, placed. Because Krishna is saying life is not random. It responds amid to your effort. So even if someone couldn't complete the journey, they are given conditions that support the journey. Krishna describes it as pet Shuchinan Srimatang Gehe, born into a space that is pure and stable. Pure and stable, not just materially, but emotionally, mentally, environmentally. So the struggle reduces and the journey can continue.
This reminds me of someone. Vic. A few years back, he had started working on himself, trying to stay calm in meetings, trying to respond instead of react. But he couldn't sustain it. He slipped back completely. Deadlines hit, pressure increased, and he went right back into stress, control, reaction. And he started feeling failure. But Krishna would say, he paused. Not failed, paused. But what happened after that is interesting. A year later, Vic finds himself in a new role. Different team, different environment, less chaos, more clarity, more space. And suddenly, he starts noticing himself again. That same intention comes back.
Exactly, it didn't disappear. It waited. And Krishna takes it even further.
Else, if they had developed this passion due to long practice of yoga, they are born into a family endowed with divine wisdom. Such a birth is very difficult to attain in this world.
Or even more rare, such a person is placed in an environment of awareness, wisdom, growth.
A faster path?
Yes, a life where growth is not accidental, but natural. So there are two possibilities. One, life gives you stability, so you can resume. Two, life places you in awareness, so you can accelerate. But in both cases, you continue.
This changes how we see everything. Because today, we judge ourselves so quickly. If we break discipline, we say, I failed. If we lose consistency, we say, I'm not capable.
Krishna says, you are not incapable, you are incomplete. And life is not punishing you for that. It is preparing you for your return. Every sincere effort you make becomes part of your future starting point.
So nothing is wasted. Nothing. And maybe that's the reassurance every leader needs today. You may pause. You may fall back. You may feel inconsistent. But your effort is still alive within you, waiting to rise again. But now, a deeper layer opens. If the journey continues, then what exactly carries forward?
And that is where Krishna reveals something even more profound about memory, without memory. So far, Krishna has told us something deeply reassuring, that nothing is ever lost, and even if we pause, life gives us the right environment to return. But now, a deeper question emerges. Even if life gives me the right conditions, how do I actually continue? And this is where Krishna reveals something very subtle. He says,
On taking such a birth, O descendant of Kurus, they reawaken the wisdom of their previous lives and strive even harder towards perfection in yoga.
so Krishna is saying in that life, you regain the connection with your previous wisdom.
Regain, so we don't start from zero.
Never. Krishna uses the word Buddhi Sanyog, not memory, not information, inner intelligence. You may not remember the lessons, but you remember the direction.
That explains something. You know, Vic, when he moved into that new role, something interesting started happening. He didn't decide to change. He just started pausing before reacting. In meetings, in tense moments, he would just stop for a second. That's not learning. That's remembering.
Exactly, that is verse 43. He is not building something new. He is reconnecting to something already built. Because we think, I need to become disciplined from scratch. Krishna says, you already have it. It just needs to come back. And when it comes back, it feels natural.
That's true. Some people don't struggle as much. They are naturally calm, naturally aware, naturally pulled toward clarity. That is not talent. That is accumulated effort. So even when we feel inconsistent, we are still progressing because something deeper is evolving.
And Krishna adds one more line. Yatate cha tato bhuya. He strives again, but now with momentum. So the effort becomes easier, more natural, less forced.
That explains something we all experience. Sometimes we struggle for years, and then suddenly something clicks. That's not sudden. That is stored effort becoming visible. So we don't remember our growth. We become it. So if you feel today that you've tried and stopped, started and slipped, don't conclude too quickly, because your effort is still working within you, waiting to return. And maybe that's the most silent transformation of all, the one you don't see, but the one that shapes everything.
So far, Krishna has taken us through something very reassuring. Nothing is lost. Life supports your return, and something within you reconnects. But now, something even more mysterious begins to happen. What if you don't even try to return? and yet you still do without trying. Because now Krishna reveals a completely different force. He says,
Indeed, they feel drawn towards God even against their will on the strength of their past discipline. Such seekers naturally rise above the ritualistic principles of the scriptures.
this means because of past practice, the person is pulled forward even without their own will.
Pulled. That feels powerful.
Because Krishna uses the word avashya without control. So growth is no longer effort, it becomes direction.
This is exactly what happened with Vic. You remember, after a few months in that new role, he got busy again. Deadlines increased, pressure returned, old patterns started creeping back. He went back to reacting. Sharp responses, impatience, control. Almost like nothing had changed. Almost. But something was different. He couldn't stay there. After reacting, he would feel it. Not guilt, a quiet discomfort. Like something inside didn't agree anymore.
That is verse 44. He is being pulled back to himself. He may try to ignore it, he may distract himself, but something within him keeps bringing him back.
That explains something so real. Sometimes we try to go back to our old ways, old habits, old thinking, old reactions. But we can't stay there because you've already outgrown it. So the discomfort is not weakness, it is evolution.
Krishna says, even if someone is just curious, even curiosity counts. That curiosity itself is a sign of past growth. So even the question is not new. It's returning. And then Krishna says something even deeper. Shabda Brahmati Vartate. Such a person goes beyond just knowledge, just theory, just words, into experience. Because now it is not something you are trying to learn. It is something you are becoming.
So there comes a point where growth is not a decision. It becomes your nature. And once that happens, you can slow down. You can get distracted. But you cannot go back. So if you feel today that you've tried to grow, but keep slipping back, look deeper.
Because if something inside you is not letting you stay the same, you are already moving forward. And maybe that silent pull is the most powerful guide you have, because it is not outside you, it is you.
So far, this journey has taken us through something deeply reassuring. Nothing is ever lost. Life supports your return. Something within you reconnects, and then you are pulled forward. But now, where does all of this lead? After all the effort, all the slipping, all the returning, Krishna answers that with quiet clarity. He says,
With the accumulated merits of many past births, when these yogis engage in sincere endeavors to make further progress, they become purified from material desires and attain perfection in this life itself.
that feels peaceful.
Because Krishna is not describing a sudden breakthrough. He is describing a quiet evolution. But something stands out even after everything, he still says, Prayatnat, even after the pull, even after the reconnection, you still show up. So growth becomes natural, but not automatic.
This is exactly where Vic is now. He's not the same as before. Not reacting instantly, not chasing control, not getting pulled into every situation. More space. But he's not perfect either. There are still moments. Stress comes. Pressure builds. But something is different. He doesn't get lost in it. He comes back. Faster.
Because today, we expect instant transformation, perfect discipline, zero mistakes. Krishna removes that pressure. He says, this is not one moment. This is Anek Janma Sansiddha, built over time, layer by layer, effort by effort, awareness by awareness. So nothing is rushed, but nothing is wasted either. And there's something even deeper here. This is not happening for the first time.
You mean, what Vic is experiencing now is not new growth. It's accumulated.
Yes. Every time he chose awareness, every time he paused, every time he tried to respond instead of react, nothing was lost. It was stored. So this stability is not sudden. It's earned across time, and then Parangatim, the highest state, not success, not achievement, inner stillness, clarity, freedom, alignment.
And maybe that's what Vic is beginning to feel now. Not dramatic change. Quiet stability. A mind that doesn't fight itself anymore. And that is the real arrival. So if you are listening today and you feel you've tried, you've failed, you've started again, don't rush your conclusion. Because you are not behind. You are unfolding. And if you keep showing up, no matter how imperfectly, you will arrive. Not as someone new, but as who you were, becoming all along.
So far, Krishna has shown us the journey. How effort is never lost, how life supports your return, how something within you reconnects, how you are pulled forward and slowly you arrive. But now he asks something very direct. After all of this, who are you becoming? And this is where Krishna shifts from journey to identity. He says,
A yogi is superior to the tapasvi, ascetic, superior to the jnani, a person of learning, and even superior to the karmi, ritualistic performer. Therefore, O Arjun, strive to be a yogi.
Become a yogi. That sounds deeper than just a practice.
because it is not a practice, it is a way of being.
But help me understand. Why is Krishna placing the yogi above all?
Because each of the others is partial. Look at this. The tapasvi has discipline, control, but may still carry the ego of control. The jnani understands deeply, can explain truth, but may not live it. And the karmi acts, achieves, delivers results, but often remains attached. So all three are incomplete. But the yogi integrates all three, acts without attachment, knows without ego, disciplines without rigidity. That is alignment.
This is exactly what we are seeing in Vic. Earlier, he was driven by action, constant doing, constant pressure. Pure karmi. Then he tried discipline, control, structure, routines. The tapasvi phase. And then he started understanding, reading, reflecting, analyzing. The jnani phase. But something still felt incomplete, because all three were separate. And now, something has shifted. He still works, but not with the same pressure. He understands, but doesn't need to prove it. He maintains discipline, but doesn't force it.
That is the beginning of a yogi. And this is not about doing more. It is about becoming integrated. This is a very different definition of leadership, because today's world rewards more action, more knowledge, more control, and Krishna rewards alignment. And that's why he says, Tasmad yogi bhav Arjun. Therefore, become a yogi.
So, this is not just advice. It is a call. A call to stop being fragmented and start becoming whole. So, if you are listening today and you find yourself doing a lot, thinking a lot, trying to control a lot, maybe the answer is not more effort. Maybe the answer is integration. Becoming a yogi. And in the next step, Krishna will take this even further. From becoming a yogi to understanding what makes a yogi complete.
Among all yogis, the one whose inner self is absorbed in me, with deep trust, with devotion, is the most united, the highest.
Absorbed in me. That sounds very personal.
It does. But we must understand this carefully. Because Krishna here is not talking about his physical form, not the person standing on the battlefield, but the truth he represents, the intelligence, the awareness, the consciousness that is beyond the individual. So when he says, be absorbed in me, he is saying, be absorbed in truth, not occasionally, not when it's convenient, but as your inner state. And then Krishna adds, Shraddhavan, with faith, not blind belief, but trust in what is right, even when it is hard. That's why Krishna calls this Yuktatama, the most integrated, the most complete. So the journey ends here, not in perfection, not in achievement, but in connection, deep, unwavering, inner connection to truth.
So, if you're listening today and you've been trying to improve, trying to grow, trying to become better, maybe the final step is not more trying, but more connecting. Because when you are connected, you don't have to force alignment. You become it. And maybe the real battlefield was never outside. It was always about returning to this center. So maybe the real question was never, will I fail? But will I trust that nothing is ever lost? Thank you for being with us on Beyond the Battlefield. Until next time, stay aware, stay aligned, and if this resonated with you, don't forget to share, subscribe, and write to us at beyondthebattlefield@outlook.in. Also, explore the companion GPT link in the description, because this journey has just begun.